Alrighty, what's cracking YouTube? Matty here for RcA, and this is part 2 of the Xpress XQ1S touring car kit build for Daddy's birthday mini-series. Now right, so the car itself is together and the electronics are in. I do have a disclaimer. I do have a whoopsie I need to make a mention of from video 1 that I actually picked up on myself. Nobody brought it to my attention except me. But I hate inaccurate information. So on that note, the shock towers and the chassis and whatnot are not graphite. They are glass fibre. Now I've left a little note and pinned it to the comments of the first video stating that as well. So my bad there, ladies and gents, but I will own that. I should not have said that. There was no mention of what it was, and I geniusly assumed, as we should all do so much in this hobby, is just assume things. Yes, you'd think I would have learnt that assuming things in this hobby is dangerous by now. But anywho, right, let's get into this. So, well, you know, can we focus? Well, it was a nice thing to build. But before we get into that, how about, in classic RcA tradition, we hit you with a montage. All right, so I'll be back in a sec. And we're back. I'm very glad we got that out of the way. Let's get right back into it, shall we? Okay, so afterthoughts of the build. First things first. Absolutely loved it. Absolutely loved it. Really couldn't fault much at all, if anything. Okay, so there were a few pages in the booklet here where they requested the wrong parts bags. Oh no, You know, it was very simple to work out what part bag you needed. Okay, especially when you didn't get that part bag, and I'm referring to part bag N. I don't know what comes in part bag N, but I want it. So Xpress, send me part bag N, please. Also, for me personally, and I'm not saying this will happen with every kit, I had some inconsistencies with the shocks. Now, not noticeable with the springs on, but without the springs on, I could definitely feel a difference between all four shocks. Now, I don't know whether it's the pistons or the plastic bodies, but from full compression to letting go, it was a different feel all round, you know, different amount of resistance. Okay, so I went the kit oils all the way around, so 450 CST in all the shocks. So there shouldn't have been a difference in feel, but I could feel that. That's to get nitpicky. This is for a car park basher, so it's not really going to make much of a difference for that. It really isn't. But yeah, I'm still extremely happy with this thing. Everything went together perfectly. I was waiting for something not to line up properly or to shave something or for a missing part, and I didn't come across it at all. Just blown away. For the money, very happy. But right, enough on that. Let's get into gearing, then electronics, and I'll let yous go. Right, so as I said in the first video, I was going to go 48 pitch gearing. So the spur gear is an 84 tooth. Okay, so the kit came with 116 tooth 64 pitch. An 84 tooth 48 pitch would actually be 112 tooth in 64 pitch. Okay, so we've dropped it down a bit. Yeah, Racing, focus. Doesn't like me at the moment. All right, 27 tooth pinion. Sorry about that, everybody. Right, so that would actually be 36 tooth if in 64 pitch. And if I convert it all the way back over here, we end up at the magical 5.91. Okay, so nothing spectacular there. This is for Dad. All right, so we're going to flip him around. And what sort of powerhouse are we playing with? Okay, so insane power here with the old school axial Vanguard 2900 kV of raw insanity. Okay? No, seriously. Dad is turning 68, and I thought about this long and hard. And if I put a firecracker in something like this, he is not going to enjoy it. He is going to get frustrated, and he is far less likely to want to drive it. So I wanted to make it a hell of a lot easier for him to drive. This is going to be his first toy car. So that's why I opted for the 2900 kV that has been sitting in the parts drawer for quite some time. Now that 2900 kV is paired with the HPI Vector ESC. Now that ESC is basically a Sidewinder 3, so I can program it via Castle Link, which I have done so. Now, he's going to be running 2S, but I did make mention we can go 3S. All right, 3S. And if he lets me have a drive of it, I will slap 3S in it, and I'm very confident it will take it just fine. Now moving over to the servo here, we have a Bluebird servo tucked away in there. Not my normal choice of servo. That is a Bluebird 6.1 DMG-HS. At 4.8 volts, we are getting 8.5 kilos and 0.14, and it is a metal gear, so it will be fine for him. Not too fast, not too slow. And last but not least, we have your Hebeo radio, the older schooler Type 1 2.4. We've got lots of trim adjustments and whatnot there. Why did I give him that radio? Well, look, let's just be 100% honest here. It takes 8 AA batteries, and I don't want to deal with that anymore. So, Dad, I love you. Enjoy your 8 battery remote. Alrighty, YouTube. Look, that'll about wrap it up. One last thing to mention. Unless you want to double-sided tape your battery in or Velcro your battery in, you are going to want to get your hands on a battery strap. Okay? But that's that. That's it. That's me. That's the XQ1S. That's video 2. I've got to get going. I have to get this body on and size it up so I can pick the wheels. It's Judgment Day is approaching and I still haven't picked the wheels. So I'll catch you soon. Matty out for RcA.